Alright, here we are with Josh Finch and Precision Plumbing. I'm actually going to be at the residence. This is going to be for Harold Kell, 248 McDonnell Place, Webster Groves, Missouri. Today's date is going to be April 19th, 2021. I just came out here. I recently cabled Harold out recently. He had a major backup, and I came here on an emergency call, and I cabled it out fairly easy, okay? And when I say fairly easily, I basically only had to go right at the yard trap, and then it removed the clog. So I told Harold, based on the age of these pipes in his neighborhood, let's be safe and go ahead. Here we are, the city main right here. I said, Harold, let's be safe and send me out here. Let's camera this and see what's going on, because Harold has had problems in the past with this as well. Okay, so what I'm going to show you right now is 64 feet to the city main, which is located in the dead center of the street, and I'm getting a reading of 9 foot deep to the connection. Okay, the sewer is probably 9.6, but the problem that I'm having is whenever I pull this back, starting at 44 feet all the way back to the yard trap, this whole pipe going through Harold's front yard seems to be on a belly, and it's a really good belly, okay? So what's happening is, because the belly literally starts at the yard trap and goes 24 feet out, 64 feet to the main, it's literally separating his solids and his liquids, and it's filling his yard trap up, making him think he has a massive clog. It's not. He just has a massive belly, which is separating it and eventually backing him up. Even though the belly starts at 44 feet and ends roughly at 22 feet, he does have a massive root intrusion in between the two, but it's on the top side of the pipe. It has nothing to do with the huge belly inside of the yard. So even if the roots were removed, it still does not fix the problem of him having a massive belly, okay? Let's not get the two mixed up. They are two separate issues, but both causing him problems. I highly recommend the city getting involved and digging this up at the yard trap all the way out to the street. It does not look like you need to go in the street though, okay? The last 10 foot before the main sewer, which is located in the middle of the street, is fine. Like again I said, I have the 44 foot marked in his front yard, and I will actually put markings all the way across this and take pictures. I also have depth marked and located as well. Again, everything else looked fine. It just looks like he has this massive belly running through, where a tree obviously once grew on top of this sewer, and the roots pushed it down pretty good, and it just settled over time. Again, this is the full video. I'm going to go ahead and back up so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Even his connection to the city main right there, I see a huge chunk of clay pipe right there, and I really don't like what I see there. I'm almost convinced at this point to just go ahead and run all new pipe all the way to the city main. As you can see, this is the last 10 foot that I told you did not really have a belly on it. Slightly flowing, and you see my cameras, everything's fine right in here. Remember, we're 64 feet. So here we are officially coming up on the 10 foot mark, and I don't really see any issues through there, okay? So that's why I say nothing needs to really be dug up. There's just that one piece of clay at that exit going into the main. Other than that, that last 10 foot, again, did not look too bad to me. But I mean, if you wanted to, go ahead. But coming back, everything else looks fine. We're at the 40 foot mark. As you can see right there, as I pull back, the water will see it push back like that, then stop. That connection at 49 feet right there before the city street, actually the hub is lifted really high on there. You know, just a bunch of things going against his sewer overall. Here's our massive root intrusion right at 48 feet, roughly 9 foot deep in the front yard. This has obviously been cabled multiple times, but yet it's taken over so much of the pipe, it's just temporarily fixes. And I think at Harold's expense, he's ready just to get this replaced so he don't have to jack around with this thing no more. Coming back even more. Here we are coming up on the 44. You notice we're already holding water after this hub. This only gets worse. Watch. You can get a view of it, and we're going under. And this is how bad this belly is. 44 feet all the way back to 22. I mean, there's no reason not to come all the way back to this yard trap and just dig this whole thing up, because cabling a sewer with this big of a belly on it does nothing for him. It just pokes it out only for us to return and charge him an large amount of money to keep coming back and doing it over and over. There's no point of Harold having to play this game if we can prevent it. And as you can see, we're only at 32 now. We're still under 3 inches of water. No major roots in here. I mean, you can see it. I'll pull it back fast enough where you can see up at the hubs. It is literally just a really darn good belly. And again, it's basically from 45 feet all the way back to 22. Here we coming up on the 22-foot mark right here. And you can see that is basically the beginning, starting at this hub right there. We have fall going, you can see the sewer flowing properly down that pipe. Right here at this hub is where I would dig this up at 24 foot. If not, just go ahead and get rid of this yard trap and hook them in properly and be done with this. But that's going to be the whole sewer, okay? Again, this is going to be for Harold Kell at 248 McDonnell Place at Webster Groves, Missouri. Today's date is going to be April 19th, 2021. Thank you again and have a good day.